Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel and I film about book reviews, movie reviews, history, lots of legal stuff. In this video, I shall be reviewing a very unique book titled The Smart Money Woman, and we're starting right away. Welcome guys. Smart Money Woman is authored by Arese Ugu. Arese Ugu is a Nigerian author. However, she's more than just an author. She's an alumni of the Lagos Business School. She's well known for encouraging investments, especially in stock, real estate, etc. Arese Ugu is the founder of smartmoneyafrica.org, a personal finance platform. Smart Money Woman is not a storybook. In terms of content, Smart Money Woman is in the same category with best-selling books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, etc. The only difference is that the author made use of imaginary characters to educate us on financial principles. Smart Money Woman is not a storybook. It is a money book, a finance book, a book that teaches us about the basics of financial education, how to manage your money. However, the author Arese Ugu was creative enough to make use of a story, a laid out plot, imaginary characters to portray these financial principles. A summary of this book. I'd like to divide this book into 3 parts: the story, the lesson, the exercise. Chapter 1 of this book begins with the story of a single lady. She's in her 30s. She's on a 9-to-5 job. She has a very good job. In fact, she earns about 600,000 naira monthly. Her name is Zuri. However, she is broke because she has bad money habits. At the end of the day, she meets an amazing guy, Shola, who puts her through money principles and introduces her to mentors. And then she realized her financial blunders and she was able to learn the meaning of how to manage your money, investment, stocks, real estate, etc. As I said earlier, Smart Money Woman is divided into 3 parts: the story, the lesson, and the exercise. I have already given you heads up on the story. Now, let's get started with the exercise. You guys, it is a big mistake to read this book without having a pen and a jotter handy. This book contains actual exercises that the reader can apply to his or her real life situation, to his or her money problems. I'd like to describe this book as the book that seeks to solve your financial problems and palaver. As I started reading this book, the first exercise that caught my attention is the one showing on your screen right now. Guys, let's walk through it together. As you can see, the exercise is listed. We have number 1 to 5. Let's start, guys. Calculate your net worth. Your net worth is your asset minus your liabilities, and it gives you a snapshot of where you stand financially. Number 1, make a list of everything you own of value. Make a list of everything you own of value: stocks, property, land, fixed deposits, cash, gold. Number 2, make a list of everything you owe: mortgage, car loan, general gbese. Number 3, subtract your total assets from your total liabilities. Number 4, don't be ashamed or afraid of the number. Calculating your net worth now will let you know your starting point. Number 5, the figure is not as important as the trend in net worth. As long as you make a commitment to keep growing it, you will be fine. Now guys, in a bid to be carried along by the author, I actually carried out this exercise. My answers to these questions are shown on your screen right now. You guys, when I finished this first exercise, I started thinking about my life. Let's not forget the lesson part. It portrays similar situations with the average Nigerian who is on a 9 to 5 job or even an entrepreneur. And these lessons are relatable. The lessons we learn from the imaginary characters, from Zuri, from Lara, from Ladun, from Shola, they are actually relatable to the average Nigerian. The lessons are real life lessons. This book goes as far as listing several areas that are possible for you to invest in. It even goes as far as explaining each concept like stock, real estate, fixed deposits, blah blah blah. Now, this is not the kind of book you struggle to read. It is not bulky and it is straight to the point. Guys, my personal view about this book is that it is an amazing book. It is a unique book. It is a book that seeks to solve your financial problems, your money blunders, your gbese. The author was creative enough to teach us these money principles through imaginary characters, thereby making the book have a kind of storybook vibes. However, when it comes to books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, and other financial books, this book is in the same category with books like that. However, some of the principles in this book is not realistic with low salary earners. You'll understand what I mean in a bit. Now, let's look at this exercise. It's talking about long-term financial goals, short-term financial goals, living expenses. The author is trying to teach us how to apportion several percentage of our salary to several important needs. We have the long-term financial goals, we have the short-term financial goals, we have living expenses. Now, she made use of someone who has a monthly income of 3 million naira and also made use of someone who has a monthly income of 600,000 naira. Now, while I was going through this particular lesson, I decided to make use of a low salary earner, someone who earns at least 40,000 naira. You guys, I couldn't apportion anything to anything. It is not realistic. I wish she came down to the level of low salary earners, but no qualms, no qualms. If you earn within the range of the small amount I just mentioned, do not be discouraged from reading this book. I still recommend this book to you because we're all praying for growth, and I think you should read this book. Get the financial principles at your fingertips so that when you are promoted, when you're blessed and you go up high, you would know how to manage your money. That's how valuable this book is. Another part of this book I'm not so pleased with is she was mixing up the perspective. Now, the story is written in a third person perspective. Notwithstanding, as an author, when you're writing a book in a third person, you're supposed to tell us the story from the dimension of a particular character. The book starts with Zuri. We get to know about every other character through Zuri. And then, at a point, suddenly, I think in page 135 or thereabout, she started telling us about the story from Ladun's perspective, and I was a bit lost. I feel she should have told us Ladun's perspective through Zuri. The author tries to make us understand that there is nothing wrong with being on a 9 to 5 job. Today, everybody is crazy about being an entrepreneur. We all cannot be entrepreneurs. And what's going on in social media is so depressing. You pick up your phone, you log into Instagram, what are you seeing? Everybody is selling something. Hair, bag, shoe, slippers, everything. In this book, the author tries to teach us not to discard our career totally. That the solution to the problem is not being an entrepreneur. The solution to the problem is having a problem-solving mindset. Even are you on a 9 to 5 job, your mindset should be, what need can I solve? What problem can I solve? Even if you're an entrepreneur. You have a problem-solving mindset, you would succeed. Either ways, you'd succeed. Guys, let's get into the book. Read it out loud as is our tradition on here. I'm reading from page 260. Are we glamorizing entrepreneurship? Just 10 to 15 years ago in Africa, becoming financially successful and making your parents proud generally meant that you had to become a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, accountant, and maybe even an investment banker. Pursuing a university degree, then deciding to become an entrepreneur would have caused mayhem in most Nigerian homes. You were expected to choose a profession, work hard at it, then scale the career ladder to success. However, with the scarcity of good jobs and unemployment on the rise, starting a business has become the new normal for many graduates. In fact, entrepreneurship has become one of the most sustainable ways to solve Africa's unemployment problems. However, are we glamorizing it to the detriment of our long-term success? 3 things we should probably reconsider. 1. Selling the idea that entrepreneurship is the only guaranteed way to success. I can't count the number of times I've heard, if you don't follow your dreams, you'll end up working for someone who did, or no one ever got rich working on a 9 to 5. These are overgeneralizations that have consequences because the fact is not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur. Plus, if we all become our own bosses, who is going to work for whom? Who will be the employees? It is wonderful that non-traditional avenues to earn money have opened up in the form of entrepreneurship. But why do we always have to have 2 extremes? Mark Zuckerberg is the founder of Facebook, but Sheryl Sandberg, Facebook COO and author of Lean In, which has helped millions of women around the world in the workplace, is not just an employee. Just because she isn't the founder of Facebook, it doesn't make her less important because she focuses on being a value-driven individual. To paraphrase Dustin Moskovitz, if you joined Facebook as employee number 1000, you would still have made roughly $20 million. Shouldn't the focus be on encouraging people to be entrepreneurial in their thinking, whether they work in a corporation or run their own business? Guys, let's stop here for want of time. We've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, share, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, this is not having feelings of entitlement. I'm really grateful that I took a minute or 2 to just slide into my channel, click the subscribe button. I am grateful. Thank you. You all are the definition of support and compassion. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.